Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's How to Sibelius. I am John. Good to see you all. If you have any questions at any point in the stream, please feel free to ask. If not, it is my plan to continue entering The Volunteers by John Philip Sousa and kind of explain things as we go along. So we got done with the first strain last time. Oh, by the way, Valerie couldn't make it tonight. She will be back, I think, next week. By the way, another editorial announcement. I will not be streaming at all other than my Saturday streamings with Kevin. I will not be streaming at all for 2 weeks. So I'll be taking the next 2 weeks off other than Saturday streaming with Kevin. But so other than that, Valerie will be probably back with me whenever the next Wednesday is that she's free. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'd be happy to answer any questions. I'm just entering this march and kind of explaining how I'm doing things and what I'm doing as I'm doing them. So please feel free to ask anything you'd like. All right, on we go here to the second strain. So I think I talked a little bit last time about how to get this first and second time only thing to work. So I'll walk through that again here in a minute. So we're going to enter all this in though. Hi, Jordan. Good to see you. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, Jordan. Other than that, I'm just entering in some The Volunteers by John Philip Sousa. This I may change the rhythm of, because we're trying to make this a grade 2. So thinking about this being for middle school. I don't know if having these, I was explaining a couple weeks ago, I remember that unless it's scalar motion, I usually leave like here. This probably was not like this. There's probably a note between these two. Unless it's scalar motion in grade 2 for 6/8, I do not leave all 3 notes there. So this is going to have to go like that. And I don't know if that's a publisher rule as much as that's just kind of my rule of thumb. Let's see. Again, any questions, please feel free to ask. Jordan, if you're there, please feel free to ask any questions. I know you're just starting to get back into Sibelius, Jordan, so if there's anything I can help with, let me know. Okay. Let's see. The oboes, we'll give that dotted half note thing too. I know you'd be tempted to, especially because of middle school, you wouldn't want to give them these boring long tones, but Sousa writes all these beautiful, like, I remember Laura Schissel talking about this in his Secrets to Successful Sousa. Sousa writes these beautiful double reed. Just look at them. And you probably never hear them, but I'm sure they sound gorgeous. So I think staying as true as we can to what Sousa wrote, we should probably try to, as best as we can, do this. So let's do the lower notes. You know, we'll do the upper notes, but we'll take them down an octave. Oops. Again, any questions about how to use Sibelius? Go for it. I'm more than happy to take a break or stop what I'm doing so I can answer any questions. Some of you may be wondering, so I copy and paste a lot in Sibelius. To me, it's easier, especially if there's like a rhythm already written out. I just copy and paste it. That's just a me thing. That isn't necessarily probably very common. Let's see, we'll copy and paste this down an octave. Let's see. So here we need to add this fortissimo second time only, so FF second X. Oops. So we need to do for this, because the fonts are, it's using that font, dynamic font, we have to actually write that parenthesis over here and copy and paste it over there. So the way we get it to do second time only, so if we go here and we open up our inspector and we uncheck 1, now it'll play fortissimo the second time. Now this one you can see, this is going to be a little bit more tricky, this mezzo piano to mezzo forte, but I'll show you guys how to do that in a second. So what we'll do here is, in parentheses, no, so what we'll do is we'll write mezzo piano dash fortissimo, and so this is going to be tricky because it's not going to just play it like that, so we actually have to, if you will, kind of program this, for lack of a better term. So what we'll do is over here in the next measure, type of mezzo piano. We'll tell it to do it the first time. We will hit Control H to hide it, and then cut and paste. And then we will do the same thing but with the fortissimo, and then just uncheck 1 and leave the rest of the times there. Control H to hide it and paste it. So now it's kind of programmed, if you will, to play the different dynamics for each time through. Looks like clarinet 2 is playing this down an octave. Although I already noticed that there's going to be some that's going to be, out of its range. So what we'll do is just take that up an octave like that. I think the rest of it is good. Now it's like this dynamic here, I'm just going to copy and paste this whenever it, whatever one, because pretty much all of them have the same thing. So I'm just going to copy and paste it as it allows, or as it needs to. Well, the euphoniums play that. I probably should have taken that lower one. Oops. Oh well. Sorry, I had to open up my guidelines for grade 2 here. Okay, E flat is good. Cool. Oh, one thing I should have been doing, though, is adding this cap accent. Should have been doing that for all of them. There we go. And I think that's the only cap accents, yeah. Okay. Now the trumpets only play the second time, so what we do is we're going to grab this, paste, And then we're going to actually get rid of this because they only play the second time. So we'll put the dynamic there. Control T for technique. And we will write here second X only. So then what we do is we highlight all of this. Go back to our inspector, uncheck 1. And now it is good. Now the trumpet part will only play the first time. How many measures do we need? Oh, this is a long... This is a long strain here. So it goes till 62. Oh. Thankfully, it looks like a lot of it is copy and paste. So 61, 62. So then here we need to add the repeat back. L brings our lines. So we need our first ending and our second ending. Cool. Now, if you guys want to know kind of a shortcut to make all these bars, I usually like 6 bars on a page is kind of mine to make them look nice and organized. So what I'll do is go to plugins, go to make layout uniform. Now here you have to make sure you hit do not break pages. I'll show you. So I'll go to 6 here and I'll show you what happens if you don't do it. It kind of mushes everything together onto a page. So make sure make layout uniform, 6 do not break pages, and now it'll come out nice and even, 6 bars on a page. So that's kind of a nice quick way to make it look uniform. Cool. Alright, back to where we were. I don't know if we're going to enter all this tonight. We may enter 1 or 2 strains and call it a night. Or 1 or 2 pages. Here's an interesting question. Which one would you choose? Obviously not the root. Would you choose the 3rd or would you choose the 7th? Let's try the 7th. I'm feeling adventurous. Let's see, so this is going to need one of those mezzo piano, so this here. So remember to select all the dynamics. Alt Shift plus D gives us the dynamics, and then we can paste them. So let's listen to just the strain thus far. I've already seen a tremendous mistake. This should be that, and then we should inspector play second time. There we go. Cool. One more time. Go. Let's try to give the... It looks like the trombones have something similar. Let's give them something so they're not... Have they played? No, they've just played long tones thus far. Oops. I don't think Sousa ever put flutter tongue in his music. That would be interesting. And then here, bum ba dum ba dum. Cool. Tuba. Let's write that in. This down an octave, and then B, A. I don't know if that is in the cards here. No, they only go to A flat. They only go to D. We'll leave it. Now they're gonna have to play both times because most middle school bands may not have bass clarinet. So we'll do that. I already know the bass clarinet. Yeah, it's gonna have to go up an octave. All right. Oh, oof. Yeah, this is all gonna have to go. There we go. All right, let's listen to that. Ooh, it sounds like there's a wrong note in there. Let's listen to that again. Ooh. That was alright. This was wrong, though. There we go. Much better. You know what? We're gonna have the trumpets play. That is the 7th. So then if we take it up, that's the root. And it looks like they can just play this the whole... Yep, alright, let's listen to that. That's gonna be it. leave it. We'll see how we feel about it later. All right, we're gonna give the bassoon the trombone part. We'll give the bari sax the bass clarinet part. And we'll give the alto the clarinet part. No, we'll give it the oboe part. Ha ha ha. So that way we make sure we hear those nice, lovely long tones. Alright, everyone, I think that's going to do it for today. Again, there's going to be no How to Sibelius for a couple of weeks now. For about 2 weeks. So I will be back with How to Sibelius sometime at the end of June. I hope you're all doing well. Take care. Bye-bye.